Hello world, I'm Chris Pirillo, and this is the LockerGnome Daily Report, or TLDR for short, your daily dose of geek news, product views, and answers that you can use. Like, Chris, when are you going to upload your drunk review of the Samsung Galaxy S5? And the answer to that question is, I already have uploaded it. However, I don't know if it's going to be made public for everybody to see. I gave it to the patrons. It was actually a patron, John Prosser, also known as the username Front Page Tech. His videos, they cracked me up. I was LOLing, and I think I mentioned that in a broadcast the other day. I like his delivery, I like his style, and with any luck, maybe I'd be able to have him do some kind of video in our channel that's different from the video he's doing in his channel. Anyway, don't want to belabor the point. Either way, that video is already online, and the people who have seen it love it. They think I should do more of it. The problem is I really do not want to put my brain or my stomach through that on a regular basis. So suffice it to say, the go home Samsung Galaxy S5, your drunk video and review are not going to be public for now. It's just kind of a bonus there. For the 648 patrons today, can I get some angel music? That was the worst angel music I've ever had. That was applause. Like angels singing.
Oh, how do angels sound?
Okay, make an angel sound.
La.
Why do we have cheap sound effects on this broadcast? Because A, it's live on YouTube, and B, I'm trying to expand my team, and these 648 patrons are absolutely helping, and I'm giving them bonuses all along. So, why am I wearing my Wolverine hoodie today? Not just because I enjoy wearing it, and because it's soft, and I'm not done here. Wait, just give me a second. Why? Well, earlier, I crowdsourced my wardrobe. I said, today I'm going to wear the blank hoodie, and people would fill in the blank. And, hang on. Okay, that was a little too far. So people said, just what you should wear, and a lot of the hoodies they recommended, I don't have, or don't even exist. But then I saw someone said Wolverine, so I said, okay, fine, Wolverine's it. Oh. We sell these hoodies in the LockerGnome shop. All patrons get 10% off permanently. All U.S. addresses get free shipping. Sorry, we can't support it internationally. We are not a bank. We're not made of money. I know some people want us to be, but we're not. And speaking of, Joseph Walsh tweeted this the other day. You get a Chris Pirillo autograph card. He ordered something from the LockerGnome store. It came, and we only have like a limited amount of those.
That looks like your office.
It does, because Joseph Walsh basically built my office in his office, which I do not find creepy at all. If I could figure out a way to make that a business, I'd do it. But I don't think that's a very good business for me, at least. Speaking of flattering, hun, I was picked as one of the 100 most influential tech people on Twitter by Business Insider. And this is this is legit. It's not like one of those half-assed publications like Forbes. Do not believe anything you see. Forbes hires anybody and everybody. Their quality is all over the map. Business Insider. These are insiders to business. That's the web. What else are they going to be? That's Business Insider. So I was picked. I don't know how. I don't know where I rank in the top 100. I'm just happy to be there. And I'm guessing it's because I post things with just a hint of sarcasm sometimes with technology. Thank you, everybody, for joining us live. We say, thank you. Fraser Walker, he gave me an hallelujah. He gave me 2 hallelujahs.
Oh, that's how angels sound.
How else are angels supposed to sound? Act like you've never seen an angel. Either that or you lied to me. She said I was an angel once. Dark angel. No, I'm not. Moving on. The full Star Wars documentary, Empire of Dreams, is now available. You can watch the entire documentary on YouTube, unrestricted, and as soon as I saw this, I'm like, whoa, dude! So we are carving out time to watch this documentary, potentially tonight. Even though I can't say the word documentary right now, believe you me, I have not. Have I had any drops of any kind of liquid or food stuff that would cause me to sound funny today?
No.
See?
Although this water looks a lot like something else.
No, that is not water. It's dry soda, which is kind of weird because it's wet. I don't know how they get away with that. False advertising. Anyway, we got a link over there on LockerGnome.com. with the full embed if you want, so you don't have to go searching for it. In fact, you can even look in this video's description to get all the links related to the things that I'm talking about. I don't know if you guys visit LockerGnome.com on a daily basis, but we are doing our best to find 10 awesome things a day to surface for you guys. Now, the design may not be awesome, but our Goat Week continues. Today, we have the video of Taylor Swift Goat mashup, which will have you in stitches. It had me in stitches. Cybernetic eyes cut down on exhausting emotional labor. Someone has developed goggles that have eyes on them. Crazy. With Goat Week, we have a way that you can become a satyr. That does not come with a pan flute. You can have a costume, though. Little jigsaw puzzle carpet. A goat mask. Again, Goat Week. Don't ask me why I decided to do this. 17% off Lego Superheroes Hulk Lab Smash right now. You gotta do that immediately. A couple of other funny videos. Oh, yeah. And also for Goat Week, we also have the Space Goat iPhone case. Crazy. Right next to the Beatles glasses. So we're finding all sorts of fun stuff. Why is this Goat Week? I have no idea. Next week, I'm thinking it should be something with Minecraft. I don't want to make it a full Minecraft. Maybe it should just be Creeper Week. Just Creeper Week. We'll make different weeks. Every week we'll have a theme. If you guys have an awesome idea for a theme that would be fun to pursue for a week, let me know. My email address, chris@pirillo.com. Patrons have a special email address to get priority. I'm not going to share that because then everybody would know. Microsoft has launched $70 a year Office 365 personal for Mac, iPad, PC, doesn't matter. Traditionally, their Office 365 home plan includes access on 5 Macs or PCs and 5 tablets. Well, that's for $99. For $70, that's good for access on one Mac or a PC and a tablet. So it's just one device on each particular version of modality. No, platform doesn't really work. So you either pay $70 and get access on a couple devices, or pay $99 and get access on more than a couple devices. That's what it boils down to. That's why I'm like, just pay $99. It's a business expense. Might as well do it. Even though I'm not really using it. You get bonuses, nice bonuses, other than access to Office software. I'm very much looking forward to the new version of Office for OS X. That's my primary version of Office that I use. I'm also appreciative of the iPad version of Office. It comes with bonus Skype features and extra OneDrive space. Neither of which I'm really using all that much. The Samsung Galaxy S5 fingerprint scanner has been thwarted by a hack. See, I told you. Well, okay, I didn't tell you. I mentioned something about it in my review. I never really had a problem with that particular scanner. But apparently it is prone to being hacked, just like the Touch ID system on Apple's iPhone was prone to it. I'm like, this is news? I'm like, duh, it's a piece of technology. I'm sure someone can figure out how to circumvent it. But apparently, the security on Samsung's fingerprint scanner is lower. That is not as impressive as Apple's Touch ID system. So it works, but either one of them could be vulnerable. If someone really wanted to get into your phone, I'm sure they could figure out a way. Who am I to say? I doubt anybody's ever really, ever going to get a hold of this particular Samsung Galaxy S5. Because it's going straight back to the people who gave it to me. If you are like me and you completely missed the Game of Thrones Season 4, Episode 2, The Lion and the Rose, because you were drunk after reviewing a gadget and passed out in bed and worried that you were going to get sick and your wife put this garbage can next to you. If you're like me and you saw a spoiler on Twitter or Facebook or wherever, you'd be upset because you don't want to ruin it. You don't want a spoiler. There's a Google Chrome extension called Silencer, and it will mute pretty much anything everywhere if you don't want to see something, like related to a game, a sports game, a TV show, a conference you don't care anything about. Check it out. If you are a Google Chrome user, and I am, it's a free extension called Silencer. Again, the link is in the video description. Now, speaking of Google and vulnerabilities, Heartbleed. This is something that we covered last week, and I know, I've had 5 people say, are you going to cover Heartbleed? I'm like, we already did. There is a possibility that your Android device could be vulnerable to Heartbleed. So I ran the Heartbleed detector. This is free. Got the link, direct link in the video description. It's on Google Play. It is legit. The Heartbleed detector on your Android device will tell you, if the device has that version of OpenSSL that is affected by the Heartbleed bug. But it also notes The vulnerable behavior is not enabled. Everything is okay on this device. So if you really want to know, and by the way, Android devices and BlackBerry devices have been impacted by the Heartbleed bug, not iOS devices. FYI, just so you know. Now, it doesn't mean that the site on the other side, the remote server that you're connecting to, as opposed to, well, I guess you could connect to a local server, that server still may be impacted by the Heartbleed bug, but triple check if you have an Android device that your device is not impacted. If it is, wow, I can think of no better reason to upgrade or, change phones to a phone that may have the Heartbleed bug in it currently, but if it's not enabled, you have you don't have anything to worry about. Because he says everything's okay. I'm good. I'm green. On the Nexus 5. I've not yet run it on my other devices, my Android devices. I just wanted to demonstrate it for you real quick, because I know I got a lot of Android people out there. Toshiba is going to be releasing its first 4K laptop next week for $1,500. You can have a 4K laptop for less than 4K. Almost half 4K. It's about 1.5K you can have 4K. This, of course, will be running Windows 8.x. And, it looks, hey, it's great. It's 4K display. I wouldn't complain. But I almost kind of wonder, is it a law of diminishing returns? Now, I see the value. I absolutely see the value in getting a 4K display for a TV. Because a big screen, super high resolution, you're watching movies on it, TV shows, you want super high quality screen, right? A lot of these screens that I've got in front of me, they're great. I don't know if they really would be better, even like my Retina display MacBook Pro. It's great. Could it be sharper? I suppose. But then again, there's a law of diminishing returns. Are your eyes going to perceive the difference? I'm guessing that 99 people out of 100 could not tell the difference. Most of them couldn't even see the difference between a Retina and a non-Retina display iOS device. I could see the difference. I saw a massive difference in between my Nexus 5 and the classic Nexus 4, which I can find, maybe, because I've got it here. You're good when you can pick out an Android device by its feel. That's how you know it's good. Hun, here, we're going to do a blind test here. I'm going to pull the wool over my eyes, which I know I've been accused of so many times over. And you're going to hand me an Android device. There we go. Okay, so I can't see. I'm covered. See, there's my eye holes. Okay. I should just draw, honey, should I just draw eye holes? I could draw it. No, I'm not going to do that. Because it's a permanent marker. Yes.
Okay, here it is.
Okay. This is an iPhone. No, Android device, honey.
I was tricking. I was testing.
You were testing. This is the HTC One.
Yes.
You don't know, do you? You're handing me devices. You don't know what they are. This would be... Hun, this is a Kindle.
I'm just testing the water.
Right. You're just handing me whatever you see. Oh, I've got the wrapper on it, but it's the Windows phone. It's not Android. Some people wouldn't even know the difference between the two. Moto X.
Yes. Hold on. You ready for the last one?
Yes.
Okay, hold on.
You're going to pick up Wicked, aren't you?
No. I'm not.
You're giving me a Darth Vader. How'd I know?
It's Pixie.
Oh, it's Pixie. No. This could also be the Note 3. Yeah, I'm going to go with Note 3 on this one. Kidding. I knew as soon as you paused, I knew you were going to pick up something wacky.
Hey, at least it was nothing dirty.
Yeah, how do you know? It was Pixie. Her butt was on my arm. Hey, you know what? What? Renee Belloc holding on to the Death Star plans. Your argument is invalid. If you don't know who Renee Belloc is, well, then you don't know. Then I kind of feel sorry for you. David Bates asked if he could share this particular story with everybody. Interesting. And David is a patron, by the way. Wi-Fi for mobile devices expected to double by 2018. Wow. That's a lot of Wi-Fi devices. I know ours, or I guess our selection for Wi-Fi devices seems to double by the hour around here. Freaking nuts. Now, I got another product view for you. This device the box that I held up yesterday. As I expel some gas. and press play on the patrons. You can have your website displayed. Business tier gets their domain displayed there. This, as well as a tweet, is the wireless speaker for iPhone. Now, they say it's for iPhone, but I tried it on the Nexus 5 and had just as many, I guess, successes. It didn't work very well with my iPhone as much as it did with the Nexus 5 because I have an external battery pack on the iPhone. But this is from Favy Audio, and the value of this particular wireless speaker is not that it's a wireless speaker, but this is what you do. I'm not kidding. You set the device in the speaker. Okay, let me make sure it's turned on here. No pairing required. So now it is connected to the speaker. I didn't pair it by way of Bluetooth or anything like that. And what did I do? I think I pressed Google now. And you could hear it coming out of the speaker. Oh, now it's searching. Who is Chris Pirillo?
According to Wikipedia, Christopher Joseph Pirillo is the founder and CEO of LockerGnome, Inc., a network of blogs, web forums, mailing lists, and online communities.
That's me. And that sound came out of the speaker without having to be connected by way of Bluetooth. Crazy. You didn't need to pair it at all. At all. It worked. I tried doing it with the iPhone, but I ended up... Oh, now it's going to work? Oh, there we go. I think the interference was coming from the battery pack. So that's how you know the speaker is legitimately working. I just destroyed Renee Belloc. Belosh. Hang on, let me get the Death Star plans. The Death Star plans are not in the main computer. Okay, Renee, you go there. You go there. So it's kind of neat. Didn't need to pair it. Immediately works with pretty much anything. I'm assuming you have a smartphone. I would also assume that it also would work with a tablet. And it was that easy. It's that simple. No pairing required. Just set your phone in and go. If you need, the extra boost. And if you had your phone on speakerphone, let's say your phone speaker sucked, you could use that particular device to make the phone calling experiences or speaker experiences better than what they are out of the box. Today's product view. I also just got, this is a special poly bag of The Hobbit. You can see that our friend, not Frodo, sorry, I'm blanking, Bilbo, right there. Bilbo is wearing his pajamas. Love it, or actually his robe. That's a special poly bag, and this one was only available in the UK. This is TC4, available. I don't know if it's going to be available in the States, but it was a special poly bag. I also got this as well. So a couple more product views, just to for the 3 people out there who I hate when you show gadgets because I don't care about gadgets. Well, you can care about more than one thing. I'm assuming that if you've watched to this point, you care. Thanks for caring. Your name could be there. I'm going to go ahead and kick in the screensaver and continue with this particular broadcast. Actually, what else was I going to cover? I don't know what else I was going to cover. Honey, I think I'm out. Yeah, there was a whole bunch of news today, but unfortunately, a lot of the news was boring. I mean, there's some... Okay, so Google, I guess I can mention this. Google acquired a drone company. This was news yesterday. And I guess it's kind of interesting, but to me, it's not... I don't know. I think it's interesting for, global society, to be ever connected and getting the internet to remote parts of this world. And that's exactly why Google had purchased the drones this company that develops drones. I think we're going to see more and more drones in the coming years. I know that we're going to have self-driving cars too, and I guess I'd be kind of in the area of drones. Machines, flying machines or driving machines. It'd be nice. I really can't wait for that day when I don't have to worry about driving, because you know what that means? I don't have to worry about parking. I don't mind... Well, I mind driving, yes, and parking. So it would be nice to have a drone do both of those things. Does anyone own a mini jam box? Is it worth the money? Asks Adam Oldiker. I don't own one. I know a lot of people are really happy with theirs. I have a massive amount of Bluetooth speakers around here. I happen to like this one. It's not the boombox. I know I talked about it in a way earlier TLDR. I can't even tell you the product name. UE. Here, there you go. Search for a UE wireless Bluetooth speaker. Good luck with that. Ultimate Ears? I think that's what UE is short for. So many products out there, but this one really pumps out the sound. Super small footprint as well. It seems like every other day I get a press release or some kind of announcement related to Bluetooth speakers. Like there's so many of them out there, and a lot of them are pretty decent. But I'm not an audiophile. I'm not sitting here and like, well, the blah 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 amperage, blah 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 decibels, blah blah blah. I don't know. I plug it in, it works. I'm not that kind of geek. Other geeks are, and I'm fine with other geeks being that, the geek thing that is going on. Oh, I'm sorry. Jason Resnick was asking what this particular product was. This is all I have on the product, the box. So you can take a screenshot of that or pause it. Here, I'll give you another place to pause. There we go. Is that a good place to pause? You can't buy me, though. I am not for sale.
Are you sure?
I am positive. What do you mean, are you sure? You nut. I think, we're pretty much wrapped up for today, honestly. I know I try to get to about a half hour or so in these broadcasts, but I really don't want to stretch it beyond what it needs to be. I think I shared everything I wanted to share, said everything I wanted to said, and you know what? I said everything I wanted to said. Yeah, go home, Chris. No, I'm not. I am home already, and I'm not inebriated. FYI. Clearing off some, I don't know, I don't need that. I guess I can uninstall that. This is what I do. If you guys want to know what I do when I'm not broadcasting, this is it. You ready? You watching? It's really not that exciting. That was it. That's what I do. So in another half hour or so, I'm going to begin the next live broadcast for patrons only. This is the What Would You Do? And J.C. Ernst, and I don't know exactly how to say that name other than that's how it was written. His particular situation is I used to make AAA games, but now work at a bookstore, and I'm thinking of getting back into the games business. I really didn't like working for large corporations before, but that was when I was younger. My friend thinks I could get back into AAA games now that I'm older and more mature. What would you do if you had the choice between making blockbuster AAA titles for large companies or smaller indie titles working for yourself? It's also a choice between creative freedom. On large games, you work on a small piece of the game and you don't get much say in it outside of your area. On the other hand, what you can create as a team is deeper. On small indie titles, you are limited to what a small team can do together, but you have more creative freedom. What would you do? That is the question I'm going to answer today. Truly patron exclusive. And I'm also, I don't know if it's going to be later today or tomorrow, I've got to upload the discussion I'm going to have with someone who is an expert in UX. It was an interview we did with GoToMeeting a couple weeks ago. I finally got around to being able to process it. That will be going out to everybody, that particular video, the interview with someone who knows UX in that discussion. But I just want to kind of throw it out there for patrons first as a nice little bonus for saying, Chris, you are worth the cost of my favorite beverage once a month. And I think I am. Yeah. Some people were complaining and saying, I don't think you should do that, and I think you should make everything free. I'm like, you don't go to a grocery store and complain that the bananas cost money. You don't go to the manager and say, excuse me, I don't think your bananas should cost money. I'm just going to go somewhere where I can get the bananas for free. Hey, if you can find free bananas, tell me where to get them, because I'm down, right? But if you want the bananas, sometimes you got to pay for the bananas. And let's face it, folks, I'm bananas. Thanks again for remembering to like, comment, share, subscribe. Of course, watch more of our videos right now. Thank you to all the patrons. I will see you in about a half hour or so. And at this point, I'm going to leave you to your own devices. We'll you later. Sorry, I hit this box. I was going to show this box, but I won't now. Well, I just did. Okay, now really, we'll you later.